My business serves about 50 clients a year. We do probably anywhere between 40 and 50 jobs a year. We stay pretty busy. I'm running about 20 weeks lead time right now.
So what would you say, why did you start building things? How old were you when you started figuring out like, hey, I kind of have a talent for putting things together?
Right. Growing up, my dad always had side jobs. It was the only way that we made it. He would build decks and things. And so I would say growing up, that's the only thing I really did involve wood. I had a job as a dishwasher at 17, and I went into work one day and they said, here's your last check. We're closing down the restaurant. And at the time, really my story, really, it starts with a girl, as so many things in life do. I had just started dating this girl, Emma, who I ended up marrying. And when I lost my job as a dishwasher at 17, her dad offered me a job in a wood shop, and I'd never been in a wood shop before. It was only 5 minutes from home, so it was really close. And so I never forget the first day I get off the school bus and, I go into the wood shop and there's just these piles of sawdust in the floor and you could barely walk.
How did you establish, did someone help you create that initial business model of like, okay, well, here's how I'm going to charge to make this chair? Or, how do you break down your pricing structure to figure this stuff out?
Well, and that was, again, like I like the word lucky. Like I've been so lucky. I really lucked into just developing clients. It just happened with hard work. That's the only thing I was asked for business models. I was asked questions like, who's your best client? Like who's your best clientele that you're trying to reach? And all these things just happened with hard work. I didn't develop a plan or a business plan. I just kept building things for people and trying my best, and it just compounded into more work. I do a couple of different things for pricing. Number one, I have to look at the materials, how much the materials cost. I have to look at, hardware and finishing costs. I have to develop sometimes a spreadsheet of labor costs. Over time, you kind of sense of what something will cost because you've built it before. And so you have a ballpark. But it's something that I never actually do. I never give ballparks because they've always gotten me in trouble. And so if someone's willing to wait, it usually takes about a week for me to develop drawings for someone and to turn in an actual quote. It doesn't ever cost anybody anything to do that.
How important, or is it important to you to continue doing what you're doing where you are? Like here in Appalachia where, we all have chips on our shoulders and we kind of, sometimes don't get represented exactly the way we want to. Like, is that important to you to stay here and to be successful?
Oh man, it's everything. I've had at least 4 really good job offers to leave this state, pack my wood shop up, come. I had someone go as far as like, we will build you this building, pick out your machines, pick out your tools. Your wife likes Volkswagens, we'll take them to the Volkswagen dealership and she can pick out any one that she wants. We'll give you property to build a house on. I've had so many, a few anyways, really good offers to do that. I love West Virginia. I love Appalachian people. I love my hometown of Hamlin. And I never really ever wanted to leave there. My parents are there. My kids get to see their grandparents every day. That means something to me. And so I can't picture ever leaving.